Many students ask me in comment section that they are studying grammar since many months, but still their English, their confidence, their communication is not improving. Dear friends, in this video I'll tell you what's the reason behind this and how to develop this confidence and communication. Friends, I have studied native speakers and non-native speakers. I have studied that how they develop their communication, their confidence, and I have found that the non-native speakers of English who are fluent in English, they do not study grammar, but they have something else, and that something else is called as English habits. In this video, I'll tell you how habits play a very important role in developing your English and your confidence. I'll tell you which are those habits which are very important to develop your communication. And lastly, I'll tell you how to develop those habits. So watch this video till end, and definitely this video will help you immensely to change your English communication and your confidence. Do you have fear of English? You lag in confidence? You are afraid to speak in group discussion or have fear of interviews? Then friends, I have good news for you. I have started a one-to-one training session. In this training session, personally, I will be teaching you, training you, all the tips, all the tricks, and all the secrets of fluent and confident speakers. Most important thing in this particular training session is your emotional personality. I'm going to tell you how to be emotionally stronger, tougher, and confident. But there's a problem. I don't select everyone. I select only 10 students out of hundreds of emails I get. I take one-to-one session first, that is a video conference, and then I select that student. So if you are interested in this session, in the description all the details I have given you. Send the email, my team will contact you and tell you what to do after that. Now one more thing, this is not a grammar session. This is not a session where my videos are recorded and shown to you, or this is not a pen drive session. In this session, I will be present with you live and personally. This is a 1 month long rigorous training session, daily 1 hour with me. So dear friends, if you have low confidence, if you get hurt very easily, and if you want to excel in interviews and group discussion, then this session is definitely for you. As I told you friends, that if you want to speak fluently and confidently in English, by studying grammar, you are not going to do that. I know many students who study grammar for many months, but still they are not able to communicate fluently and confidently. Friends, I'm not saying that grammar is useless. Grammar is important. You have to study grammar in school. But once the basic grammar is studied, you don't need to go in detail and study each and every rule. Students think that by studying each and every rule, they will be able to speak fluently and confidently. That's not the reason. Actually, the reason is we should have English habits. If you want to develop your grammar naturally, you must develop your English habits. First, let us study what are habits. Friends, simple it is. Habits means automatic behavior. Like brushing, we just get up in the morning and brush. We don't need to purposely do that. For example, driving. We don't need to think and drive. It's just on autopilot. We just drive. So these are automatic habits. These habits, similar habits, we have to develop for English. If you say the non-native speakers whose mother tongue is not English, but some other, like I have my mother tongue as Marathi, these speakers have developed English habits. For example, me, I'm not an English medium student. I'm from Marathi medium, but I have developed the English habits. Non-native speakers have English habits. Friends, these habits soak your brain in English. And when you soak your brain in English, your brain develops the grammar naturally. All of you getting it? Naturally means what? You don't need to read grammar notes, books and develop the grammar. You speak grammatically correct, but without studying the grammar rules. So which are those habits? I'll tell you. Number 1 is reading. Number 2 is listening. Number 3 is videos. Number 4 is speaking. I will tell in detail about each and every habit. The number 1 habit non-native speakers have is reading. They read a lot. Whatever they get, they read. let it be books, magazines, newspapers, blogs, they only read. They read a lot. They do not use any other language for reading. They use only English language for reading. Due to reading, they develop their grammar naturally. They develop their vocabulary naturally. I'm going to make a separate video on how to read, what to read, and how to build vocabulary. One of the video is there, link I've given here, watch that video. So reading is one of the most important habit English fluent speakers have. Now let's move to number 2. The number 2 habit English speakers, confident speakers have is they listen a lot. They listen a lot. But what do they listen? They listen easy English. They listen that English which they want to speak. Friends, I've told you that grammar is not important if you want to speak fluently in English. I'm not saying that grammar is useless, as I have always said. But to develop the language, naturally, we have to listen that language and understand that language. And that's only possible when you listen a lot. Well, in India, we do not have fluent speakers around us. Then what to do? Another way for this is artificial listening. You should listen regularly. What to listen? Listen to audiobooks, listen to podcasts, listen to radio news, but listen a lot. These non-native fluent speakers of English, they listen English a lot. They do not listen to FM songs, or they do not listen to entertainment audios. They listen to English audiobooks. This habit helps them to develop the grammar naturally and speak fluently. I'm going to make a separate video for this also. Wait and watch that video. I think I will publish that next Saturday. Let us move ahead to the third habit. This third habit is watching. Non-native fluent speakers watch programs in English. It can be on TV, it can be on YouTube, but they select the language English. They do not select the mother tongue language in the remote control. They use only English language. They watch videos in English. Now what happens is, when you're watching a video, you see a picture, that is through eyes, and you listen the audio through ears. You are using 2 senses. And when you are using 2 senses, you develop the grammar naturally and very quickly. This is very powerful method. Wait, again one video is going to be made by me. Watch that video. You will understand which videos to watch and how to develop your grammar naturally. The number 4 habit non-native fluent speakers have is they speak in English. Though they are not fluent in English, initially they start speaking in English. When they start speaking in English, they speak broken English, but slowly they develop their language. How they develop their language? Already I have told you the 3 methods. Number 1, reading. Number 2, listening. Number 3, videos. By combining these 1, 2 and 3 methods, and when they start speaking, they start developing the grammar naturally. Friends, understand, in my institute, I have made a rule that you have to speak in English. It's a must. A new student comes to my institute, he has to speak in English. I know that he speaks broken English, but that's the first step. Now, some of you will say that, but if a student is new, how he can speak? See, students who come to my institute, they are at least educated. They can understand English, they can speak broken English. But what is the major problem they have is fear they have, and they have lack of confidence. To overcome this, I do psychological counseling, and then slowly, they start developing the confidence. This is the very powerful method of developing your English and confidence. First step is you have to find someone and you have to start talking in English. There is no other way. Very powerful method. So this is the habit number 4, very vital. They speak in English. These non-native speakers who are now fluent in English, when they started, they were not fluent. They started with broken English, but gradually, slowly, by developing the remaining 3 habits, they develop the grammar naturally and they develop the confidence. In this way, they speak fluently. Friends, these are the 4 important habits which non-native fluent speakers have. If you develop these habits, you can too be very fluent and confident. But remember, these are the habits which you have to develop. And it takes a lot of time to improve your English. It's not like in months, it takes a couple of years to develop your English. Till then, you should have patience. Well, hope you like this video. Thanks for watching my video and take care and have good English habits. Goodbye.